Hi everyone, welcome back to my YouTube channel AI Stories by Anjali. In today's video, we are going to discuss about part 3 of our agents topic. So before that, I would like to thank to all my subscribers who have subscribed to my YouTube channel and also requesting to the new watchers to please like, share and subscribe to my YouTube channel AI Stories by Anjali. So let us dive deep into the video. So in our part 1 and part 2 we have discussed about what are agents, what are the basic components of agents and what are the different reasoning frameworks and tools that we will be using in the agents. So today I will be discussing some more interesting concepts about agents like data stores, targeted learning, etc. So let us dive deep into the video. So firstly, what are data stores? Data stores are nothing but these are the data places where these agents can access to the data. So whatever the data that we need to provide to the agents, we will be storing that into this data stores. So these agents will be accessing to all the external data like structured, unstructured or semi-structured or any type of data which is storing in this data stores. So the examples are the PDFs, the web content or the scraping of the websites, and we'll be storing that into the textual documents or anything what we are providing as a knowledge base for these agents. All these things will be storing into the data stores. So these are commonly used in the retrieval augmented generation, that is RAG systems. If you remember in our Gen AI and LLM series, I have shown you the example of RAG. So how you can create the knowledge base, how you can create the different applications by storing that into the vector databases. So these data stores are nothing but the data places where the data is stored and the agents can access to these data stores. Next, targeted learning. What is targeted learning? The name itself is telling that something you're targeting, something you're focusing, something you're pinpointing to that particular thing and you're learning that. So in the context of this, in the LLM, that is nothing but a context learning. So it will use these examples at runtime and it can able to make this environment ready and whenever we need any input or any remembrance of these topics, you can get back to that. So basically we can say targeted learning is nothing but you are focusing on a single goal and you are achieving that goal using this learning. So in the contextual learning, it's based on the runtime, but in the retrieval based learning, it is memory retrieval. Whereas in fine tuning, we are pre-training that and then we are making that customized to our requirement. So that is nothing but the targeted learning. So all these learnings are nothing but the targeted learning, but in one context we are using one thing. For example, in the contextual learning is nothing but based on the context it will give the answer, based on the situation it will give answer, nothing it will do. Whereas the retrieval based learning, it will have some memory which it can store. So as I showed you in the LangChain, we have different types of memory techniques, right? So you will be using those methods for the memory retrieval. And the third one is fine tuning. So fine tuning is nothing but whatever the application, whatever it is developed, we will be fine tuning that for our customization. Okay, so all these things are the targeted learning. So you have to remember these terms. And then LangChain agent example, as I told you. So using LangChain and Lane Graph, you can create these agents. There are tools like SERP API, Google, Places. All these things are different types of tools that you can use for creating these agents. And all these agents will plan and execute these multiple steps and tasks to achieve a particular goal. So that is the main example of this agents. So as I told, LangChain is very powerful library which can be used for building this agent driven applications. Okay, now vertex AI for production. So this is one type of environment where you can develop these agents. So as I told, since the technology is developing, there are different types of tools that are available which you can be using those to customize and create your own applications. So and there are also different types of no code tools. So you no need to code anything. You can use the tools for drag and drop, and you can create the application. So all these things are definitely helpful for creating and for generating the applications. So if you consider the vertex AI for production, so this is one type of environment which is fully managed environment, and it contains tools, sub agents, evaluation frameworks which can be used for developing the agents, and it simplifies the production deployment of agents. So basically in the vertex AI, whatever the agents that we develop, so you can deploy those easily. So and whenever you are learning about anything, the first thing you have to do is how it is created, what is the input, how it is developed, how it is tested, and how it is deployed, so that the end customer can use. So all these things need to be understood very carefully, because in data engineering or data science or any machine learning application, all these things involves this particular end-to-end steps like data cleaning, data preparation, data pre-processing, data modeling, model development, model evaluation, and model deployment. So in all these steps, different types of tools that you can use, different types of environments you use. One company uses one thing, one other company uses other thing. So we don't know what exactly a particular company uses. It completely depends upon this use cases. So this vertex AI is one environment which can simplify your deployment of agents in the production environment, as well as any environment you can configure actually. Okay, so this is one good environment. So on the whole, I can say agents are nothing but the model plus tools plus orchestration, as which we discussed in our part 1, and it enables the real world actions. It contains a series of tasks. All these tasks are chained together to execute a particular thing, which is nothing but our end goal. And these are extends to the LLMs, because these are more comprehensive. These can be used for doing powerful and comprehensive tasks which are one step ahead of this LLMs. So that's why we'll call these are extends to LLMs, and they require thoughtful design and the testing. So this is the summary of the agents. So as I told, these agents are very important whenever you are learning about agents. So all these part 1, part 2, and part 3, these three are the basic concepts of agents, and this will definitely helpful for you to crack the any technical interviews. So I hope you got the basic overview of agents, and we will be discussing some more interesting things about agents in our further videos. So those who haven't watched the part 1 and part 2, you can go and check it out in our playlist, and this is a part 3. So I hope I covered the basic introduction to agents. So we'll be continuing the interesting topics in the next videos. So thank you so much for watching this video. Thank you.